Another day in hospital, so just playing a bit of a waiting game at the moment. I've been cleared for medical release, so I am fitting well enough that I don't need to be in hospital anymore. I don't have to be getting this 24/7 round the clock care from the nurses and the doctors. I'm fit enough to leave hospital, but the challenge is that I'm still not fit enough to fly. Well, depending who you ask, I'm not fit enough to fly because of one of the injuries is a punctured lung, or like this thing called a pneumothorax, which is something to do with the lung, and it's got a little tear in it, and so that's obviously a concern for flying, going up into the air with the air pressure and the altitude. That could reopen again. So basically, if in a normal situation, if I just lived in America, I would just be released to my home and that would be it. But because I'm just in the middle of America on my own, don't have any family here, I can't just get released to somewhere because I still need a wee bit of support and assistance. So basically the situation at the moment is that they're just talking about trying to get me home as fast as possible. The doctors here think that I shouldn't fly for 6 weeks based on their recommendations and guidelines and the American recommendations, but my insurance are going off different recommendations. The British one, some of the medical associations differ in certain things, different opinions on certain issues, and so they think I can fly after 7 days. So, but I had a call with my insurance this morning, and they basically told me that although the hospital's saying 6 weeks and they're saying 7 days, the insurance won't go against what the hospital's recommending because they'd obviously seen me in person. They've been actually seen me in person, and the insurance haven't. So that was quite good to find that out, because I thought what was going to happen was that I was just going to get forced to make a decision, just have to listen to either the insurance or the hospital. But the insurance have told me today they won't go against the hospital. So it's just now up to the insurance and the hospital to come to some sort of agreement and some sort of plan for my release and the next steps and where I go from here. One of the ideas that the insurance is pushing at the moment is they're trying to get me home in an air ambulance, which is obviously different to flying because I would have access to doctors, medical equipment, medical staff, and if anything was to go wrong in the air, then there would also be help and support and assistance there. So that's a wee bit different to flying based on the recommendations that I can't fly for 6 weeks, which would just be like on a normal commercial flight where I wouldn't have access to medical equipment or medical support. So the insurance are just trying to push for that at the moment, and if the hospital can sign off on that and agree on that, it looks like they're going to try and fly me home in an air ambulance, which would actually be pretty cool, to be honest. I'm quite excited by that thought. My obvious first option is to get home. I would love to be home. I would love to be around my family. I'd love to be at home. It's much easier for me being back home rather than being out here for 6 to 8 weeks recovering. If I'm back in the UK, I can at least keep busy, I can keep active. I could be working, I could be earning money, I could be public speaking, I could be, there's a million things I could do back in the UK whilst I'm going through the recovery and I can't cycle. So that's the update. I'm just waiting at the moment, just playing a waiting game, just being patient, just trusting the process, trusting that it's all going to work out, and that's it really. So there should be a solution in the coming days. We'll find out what's happening, but for now I'm just waiting, just being patient and just trying to keep in as good spirits as I can, trying to keep positive, trying to keep optimistic, no letting it faze me, no getting down, no complaining, no moaning, just being positive as always, and whatever will be will be. For now I'm just going through the process and I will do whatever I have to do. So that's it. And also today I got a shower for the first time since I've been in hospital. That was a nice, interesting experience, actually getting washed and bathed by other human beings for the first time in my life. So, but at least I'm clean, happy, healthy to a certain degree. Can't walk, can't fly, can't cycle, but alive and in good spirits, having a good laugh in here. And shut up, Josh, end the video, son. That's it, that's the update. Another day in hospital, another day still here. Right, shut the fuck up, son.